Yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk. Welcome back, and thanks for tuning in as always. I appreciate your support of the channel. We're going strong, getting better, getting bigger. Well, I don't know if we're getting better. We're getting bigger. Hopefully I'm getting better. Hey, this is yours truly in my 121. An update to the 100 Battle Challenge, which is still on the back burner, but we're doing it slowly as we go. At some point I will wean myself off of the wheeled tanks, but I am driving my 121 Chinese Tier 10 medium tank, and this is a medium tank that doesn't get a whole bunch of love. It sort of resembles the Russian hover mediums. Fortunately, I've picked the steepest place to go up the hill like a Muppet. But it is not nearly as agile as they are, though it hits quite a bit harder. It's more like maybe a 430U idea, 440 damage with 122 millimeter on it. And I've decided that I am on proc, and I am top tier, and I'm going to come up here and I'm going to use my low profile, even though there are two artillery. I'm going to come up here and start lighting these guys and see if I can challenge these dudes and get them off the hill. Now, unfortunately, I eat a shot from a Leopard PTA, and you'll notice right away one of the big problems with this tank is its depression is depressing. It basically has none. But I've got a lot of guys over there on the 5-6 line, and as I noticed that while I went up the hill, I said, all right, I can come up here and light these guys, either proxy or just kind of peek up and over this bush right here. And all those guys down there will have some nice shots, and maybe we can clean these guys off, and that is a good thing to see. You see that Leopard bail out of there? So far I've only seen a Leopard and a 50-51, and I'm thinking, all right, that's good. There goes a Leopard. Maybe I can get up here enough. No, not quite. In order to get enough depression, I'm going to have to go downhill, which means I'm going to have to uncover from that bush, and that's not really what I want to do. So I'm going to go a little higher, and all of a sudden I see the 50-51, and he does not see me. So he's sitting there. All of a sudden he's thinking, oh God, I'm spotted. I'm going to take shots. Looking for shots on the 5-6, but our 5-6 line is aggressive. You'll notice our 1-2 line is not, but right now we're really eating these guys up on the other part of the map. So I'll drop, what did I drop on that? 474 on the 50-51. I knew that was going to get me lit, so I immediately started backing up. And even the Sturv, even a camping Sturv has been enticed to move up because of our aggressive gameplay here. Another shot. RNG works out. You'll notice that RNG was my friend. It's not really always the friend of the Chinese medium tanks with the high alpha, but that time it worked out for me. TVP fell back. I think he's probably still down in there somewhere. T-34B sitting on the back side. We've got a lead, but nothing is going on the 1-2 line, and we're kind of filtering into the city. So see the 12T and the 260. I've got a Sturv backing me up. Coming off this hill is a tricky thing. If you've got people backing you up, it's not a bad idea. If there's nobody already up on the edge, it's a really bad idea, because you can get pretty well shredded. But right now, I'm expecting that Sturv to have a field day on all the things that are running around. I'm just going to take a snap. Holy cow, there's another Sturv right there. 1030, get him lit. I'm going to try to dive under his gun. There we go. So I get there. Holy cow, now the 34B takes a pot shot at me. Gets a chunk of me as well. Down he goes because of spotting, and now I'm going to come right around this corner. There goes the 103. He's down. And we've really just broken this game open. We've really just broken this game open. It's an interesting tank. I don't know if it's going to work in that manner all the time. It's not really designed for that kind of gameplay, for the aggressive, hard push, fast moving kind of thing. I mean, it's sprightly, but I would not call it fast. And then the derpiness sometimes let you down by going, yes, get a kill. No, that's going into the dirt. But I get some spotting damage out of it, and the 260 moves on. And now we're going to come on up here, and it is cleanup on aisle 2. Sort of. Sort of. They still have some big kids, and they're hiding in the bushes. That did help us having an AFK guy in the enemy team, I will admit to that. Because our 1-2 line has very non-aggressively camped. So we've come up over here, and that's good. We're going to get some kills and some shots and start spotting. But pushing across this railway and trying to get up into their campers in the A1, 2, 3, you know, all the one line or whatever it is there, is not going to be real easy because it's an FV. There is a tortoise, but the tortoises move forward, so they can put a hurting on us. The good news is most of us got here with quite a bit of hit points, right? So the enemy team was a bit of a bunch of muppets. Oh my god, there's a mouse in there as well. So all those guys combined can be trouble. I'm just going to miss by miles on that shot right there. 12T is roaming around. We need to get rid of him. He's going to light people. The enemy team has decided, screw it, we're going to push into the 1-2 line. At least a couple of them have, so they're not long for this world, more than likely. And we are figuring out a way to take these guys out. That's a good kill. Nicely done, AMX M451. Needed to get rid of that guy. I'm going to use the fact that there's no scout anymore as cover to move in. I balanced the Maus, no big surprise there. Get lit for my efforts, whether that was because I shot or just because I broke out into the open and I don't have a whole lot of camo anyway. It's kind of a big medium, unknown, but I knew I was going to get spotted, so I'll tuck up under this ridge, and now I'm going to come up. I'm actually going to use these bushes just a little extra, you don't see me. Terrible shot. First of all, I aimed in the wrong place, and then I had bad RNG, which went up and right, but even had I maybe led him a little bit, I might have missed the RNG. The M41 does a little spin around right there, and it's really all over the shout. And I'm just going to come over here and try to see if I can get rid of this. Take a chunk out of the 251. I don't want to sit there and fight him on that ridge, so I'll just let him go up and over. If he comes around, I'll deal with him, but down he goes. And now I'm just getting spotting damage on 2700. Kind of lucky right there. I'm very surprised that went through. It went into the side of his turret, but it was kind of back angled and whatnot. And now I'm spamming my skill. I've pressed 2. And we're looking for the FV. That's the one that hasn't showed up yet. So I'm a little bit worried about him. I don't want to come up and over and find the Maus, go face to face with the Maus, and find the FV on my side. So he's got to be around here somewhere. The TVP has moved up. There he is. I knew he couldn't be too far. TVP just gets munched by the FV. I'm going to use these bushes as a little cover. Drop some skill round onto that guy. And now I'm trying to work it around. You know, it's conceivable if the Maus plays really well that he could beat us. But the fact that he's in the very back like that indicates he's probably not going to have a high probability of playing well. The FV gets spotted, gets hammered again. I'm going to come up here and get a little bit more damage. There we go. I'll back off. Thank goodness he wasn't reloaded. Oh, now I'm getting super aggressive. He could one-shot me here if I'm not careful. There he goes. And the Maus is getting hammered. And killed. No. There we go. Down he goes. And I get a little bit more of assist because the track destroyed. 3,542, 3,722 assist. I just wanted to feature this kind of an unusual tank. I had a master's class on this with an innocent bystander. He had the B version, which is some kind of reward tank. I want to say Clan Wars potentially or something like that. Similar to this, not exactly the same. This is the tech tree variant of the Chinese Tier 10. And it can be a very effective tank, but unfortunately, one of its greatest downfalls is the derpiness of the gun, which is not really an asset for a medium tank, even though it kind of hits hard at, what, 40 alpha? Is that what we were looking at right there? And that's only kind of hit hard, right? I mean, it's only 60, 80 higher than the regular Russian hover mediums, which fire much quicker. So it really suffers a little bit in that regards. I wouldn't say it was at the top of anyone's list of best Tier 10 medium tanks, but it is kind of a fun tank, and it can do well in the right situation. I know I enjoyed that game. Who wouldn't? I did 7,200 combined, so yay me. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Oh, actually, one other thing I wanted to add is I'm running a fire extinguisher. Obviously, if you wanted to help your gun stats on this, you would run food or something like that. Anywho, that is all I got. We will see you. Thanks for tuning in.